Ag Science 305, Module 4 here, folks. Last week, we looked at those essential elements and looked at those standards and how they relate to each other. This week, we are going to move into summary of time, and we're going to look at that time in the SAE project. So this week, once you're done with this video, we do have some different aspects that different resources that you need to take a look at. If you log into that Module 4 homepage, you'll see here I have 4 different PDFs for you. They represent those 4 major types of SAE projects. That first one here, if we click on research time, so research type of an SAE, you will see here that there's some slides that you need to go through, and what are those time activities that a student might spend in an SAE that is based on research. So go through there, review those for this module, and then below I have 4 videos that further explain time in each of the 4 major categories. Finally, what we have for the assignment this week is that time in an SAE. Looks like if you come down here, you'll find my template. We'll get this loaded up here. And with this template here, I have given you 6 different examples of an SAE type. We have Entrepreneurship Show Animal SAE project. That's our kind of our go-to project. Very popular, but certainly not the only project type. And then we come into a paid placement, working at a feed store for 8 hours or $8 per hour. The goal here with this assignment is you're going to give me 3 different examples over here of time in the SAE. What are some of the time activities that you would expect a student with a show animal project to do? One thing that we might think of is that with a show animal, first step is you got to go find that show animal. Hopefully somebody didn't just drop it off on your doorstep. You got to find that show animal, and whether you're in the ag pickup with your ag teacher or with your parents, scouting out different sales and looking for that right project, you got to go look for that animal. So if we refer back to our standards that we looked at last week, I'll pull those up. Remember this document here put out by the National Council. One of the things we can look at as we scroll through is one of them is evaluate animals for breeding readiness and soundness. Let's say that you are looking for that right heifer for Fort Worth, and you need to go look for that heifer. One of the things you might be doing is evaluating that animal for reproductive readiness, and so looking and evaluating that animal would fall in this category. So this assignment, I would like you to use the different pathway documents provided by the National Council. So provide me in this assignment with a example detailed description of what you were doing, and then that supporting evidence from the council that we just looked at there. So for example, that evaluating, I would put in ASO 401, evaluate animals for breeding readiness and soundness. I'm not going to ask you to go in deeper in here to these this week, but please do give me that ASO 401, evaluate animals for breeding readiness and soundness. Now, would that hold true if you were looking for a market barrel? Yeah, probably not. Okay, so make sure that it's practical and appropriate for the project. You're going to do this for each of those 6 examples that I've provided. Be sure to get your name in this document. And so you'll have 6 categories and 3 activities for each. So you'll have a total of 18 when you're done with this. So 18 on this as far for this week's assignment. And that is what we have for this module. Be sure, if you have questions, please come see me or email me, and I will get back to you just as soon as I possibly can.